Well, this is a great question. Why is there such injustice in the world? Why is there such suffering in the world? Why is there such pain and death and disease in the world? Boy, I hear that one an awful lot from native and non-native people alike. If God is so great, why would he allow these things to happen? Well, that's a universal question, again, that transcends all people groups, all races, all ethnicities. It's a question that sometimes trips us up from understanding the true nature of who God is, his righteousness, his holiness, but also his love, grace, and mercy. The reason all those things exist is not because God wants to inflict pain on you. In fact, when God created, as our creator, the earth and creation and all that's in it, and you and I, the Bible said every day he created things, he said those things he created in those days were wonderful, they were good. Do you know that when God created the first people, it was Adam and Eve, man, woman, husband, wife. When he created them perfect. And had they not transgressed against what God had commanded them, they would still be living today and perfectly healthy without ever having experienced sickness or disease or certainly death. It was because they chose to transgress God's commands that sin then entered the picture. And when sin entered the world, that's really the root of all the sickness and the evil and the disease and all that we see that's bad in the world. It all traces back to sin. And we brought that on ourselves and on creation too. Have you ever seen parts of creation that are deteriorating? Well, it's because of sin. Do you see sickness and disease? It's because of sin. Do you see violence and injustice? It's because of sin. Now, what's wonderful in all of that, and this is the good news of the gospel, God's love, his grace, and his mercy, infinitely larger than all of that. And he loved you enough, and he loved me enough, that he didn't want to leave us in all that mire of sin, in all of its effects. He loved us enough to give his own son, to take my punishment, to pay my price that I owed God for all my sinfulness. Jesus paid that for me. So all the injustices in the world, all the sickness, all the disease, that's not God inflicting pain on you. That's the result of decisions that we've made in humanity. And God says, I didn't create you for that. I created you to live forever. I created you to live with me. And he's seeking you out. And he wants to give you his love and grace and mercy. Don't let those things stand in the way of you experiencing the true love of God, your Creator.